Some might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner, or at least...
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie.
And we hope everyone's having a great day today. This is our Sunday chat for September the 1st of 2024. Marie, it's hard to believe it's September already.
I know it. And it's also hard to believe that some of the stores have put out Christmas decorations.
We did see that the other day when we went to Dollar Tree and to Hobby Lobby, didn't we?
Right.
Our weather outside is beautiful right now. Temperature is going to get up to 90 degrees this afternoon. We do have sunshine now, but we're supposed to have storms coming in this evening.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure we'll get some pop-up storms this evening. Marie, your devotion this week is on John 15:4, and it's "You are not alone."
Right.
So we'll let Marie go ahead and do the devotion first.
Okay. It says, the focus of this verse is often the command to stick close to Jesus because he is a source of strength and power. There's no doubt that it's good to have a reminder to do that. But look at the second part of that first sentence. He is sticking with you. You're not alone. You don't have to do your work for him on your own. You don't have to struggle through problems by yourself. Stick close to Jesus and he will remain with you. That's so refreshing to know that Jesus, he wants us to remain in him, and he says, I will remain in you. For a branch cannot produce fruit if it is severed from the vine, and you cannot be fruitful unless you remain in me. And that's true when we remain in God's will, and we also, when we remain in doing the things that he asked us to do and all, we're fruitful. So that's the key right here, is sticking close to Jesus, and he will remain with you. And also, lots of times we don't think that Jesus is remaining with us because we're not sticking as close to him as we should. And so we don't think he hears our prayers, and a lot of times we just feel, like he's silent, he's not listening to us. But when we remain in Jesus, we'll be fruitful, and we will have a fruit that is showing, as the verse says. And if we don't, sometimes we'll have the other kind of fruit, the bad fruit that we don't want to show. And it says, you make known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence, with the eternal pleasure at your right hand. And so Jesus, the more we stay close to Jesus, he shows us the right path that we should take, and also we will feel his presence more, and we also know that Jesus sits at the right hand of the Father in heaven. And so this verse right here is one that I've read a lot, and I've always thought, sometimes, when I'm doing things that maybe is not showing fruit, that I need to do this. I need to remain in him. For a branch cannot produce fruit if it is not. It says, for a branch cannot produce fruit if it is severed from the vine. So we need to stay close to Jesus so that we'll produce that good fruit instead of the bad fruit.
Amen, Marie.
Okay, and we have this card from Marsha, she lives in Riverdale, Georgia, and it's a real pretty card, and she says that she watches us all the time, and she really enjoys our channel. And I thought this was a real pretty picture of a blue jay, I
It's a
think.
beautiful picture, it sure is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Marsha, for your card and your sweet note.
Let me get one sip of my coffee before I start talking. I'll lose my voice. Sounds like you're about to lose yours this morning, Marie.
Yes, I had, right before we came on, I had just got through making these blueberry muffins. And I did a video on it using the monk fruit. And so me and Kevin was thinking about they needed to be just a little bit sweeter, but it's probably because we're not used to the taste of monk fruit.
Yeah, and the video for the muffins will be on Monday afternoon, and we just got through doing the taste test on them.
Yeah.
So we're just starting straight up and doing our Sunday chat now.
Yeah, and you don't have to use the monk fruit. You can use regular sugar if you're not diabetic.
Yeah. Okay, so we've had pretty good bit of stuff going on this last week, and I'll try to break it down and do it, as quick as we can. First thing I want to talk about, my brother Gerald. He's actually been in the hospital for 2 weeks. I did not say anything about it on last Sunday's chat because he was under a ventilator at that time, and I didn't want to get everyone concerned about what was going on. But he had pneumonia. He had to go from the nursing home to the hospital. They put him on the ventilator, and he stayed on the ventilator for 6 days. He did come off the ventilator, but he's having problems with passing the swallow test, but he finally passed that, so he's been able to eat for the last 2 days, and supposed to be going back to the nursing home today. So we're going to pray that he does get to go back to the nursing home today. But I've been going up there and visiting with him. And the first few days when he was on ventilator, it was basically he couldn't even talk to us. He was just asleep. They had him sedated. Yeah. But for the last few days, he's been wide awake. He's been talking a lot. He's doing real good. And so I think he's going to recover good from this. He has a hard time with getting pneumonia. When he eats at the nursing home, sometimes he aspirates, and that's what causes the pneumonia. But y'all keep him in your prayers, and we appreciate that. This last week, we went out to eat. We went out one time to have a real good meal at the Mexican restaurant with Kim and her husband and the kids. And that was the only time we went out other than breakfast. We went out a few times and had breakfast. Yeah. But on Wednesday evening, Kim and Addison come by here and visited for a little while. Mm-hmm. And Addison went out in the backyard with me, and she helped me feed the deer. And there you go.
You can pour out some more. Pour out all of it.
Yeah, all of it. And we'll take the bowl back inside.
Good job, babe.
Okay, now watch this. Pop's going to
Addie, watch what Pop does.
So I'm going to put them some up here. And that way they got some water right here beside it so they can drink water. Okay? And here you go. You want to pour the rest of this out for me? Okay, come over here. You see that spot there? We're going to put some. Don't put it all. Just put half of it in there, okay? It's heavy.
Pour some of it out, baby.
Okay, I'll help you. Here you go. Now then, let's put the rest of it. Let's put the rest of it right up here. See this spot right here? And we put some corn out there to feed those deer. And the deer have really been coming in. We're having as many as 5 deer at one time that's coming in. But I know for a fact there's got to be at least 7, possibly 8 deer that's coming in total. I hadn't seen any bucks yet. All I've seen is does and the little baby deer, the little fawns. So, but I keep recording them at nighttime. And at the end of this video, I'll put maybe 2 or 3 clips so you can see some of the pictures of the deer. This last week, Marie, well, let me just jump ahead here and talk about this first. I've been staying on my sugar-free diet all week long, and it hasn't been as hard as I thought it would be. There has been, Marie made those chocolate chip cookie bars, and oh, I wanted one of them so bad I couldn't hardly stand it. But I was good. I stayed away from them. But about, I think it was around Wednesday, all of a sudden I started feeling better. And I think that cutting back on that sugar must have made my body change something. My numbers, when I check my glucose numbers, they're down a little bit, but not a whole lot. But basically, I all of a sudden started feeling good, didn't I, Marie?
You've definitely had more energy.
Yeah, and I've had 3 days that I have just really felt good and done great. And today will be day number 4. And so far, I'm doing good today. But we did, during this time, we went shopping. One day we went to Dollar Tree, and Marie stayed in there a long time. And when she come out, she said, I should have been doing a haul on this. I think she spent almost, was it about $40 you spent in there?
I don't know. I didn't.
Anyway, she had a lot of things in her bug, and she said, we should have done a haul on this one. But then we turned around another day, we went to Walmart, and we went in there and spent quite a bit of money and stayed a long time, didn't we? And Marie needs some things for organizing closets and different things, so we picked out quite a few things in that. And then one day we went to Piggly Wiggly's, and I caught a real good sale on some hamburger meat there. And so I picked up several pounds of that and put all of it went in the freezer, with the exception of what Marie made that one recipe with.
Right.
Okay. As far as my doctor visits and health, this coming Tuesday, I will be having a CT scan on my abdomen area. And then on Wednesday, I'll be going to see my oncology doctor. And then on Friday, I'll be going for the endoscopy, and that's where they put you to sleep and put the camera down in your throat and go in there and look, see what's going on. But basically, they're checking to be sure that my excuse me. But basically, what they're checking for is to be sure that my cancer has not come back.
Right.
And so we're definitely praying that that comes back positive or comes back negative, no cancer. That's what we're praying for. And I think I mentioned we did cut back on going out to eat so much because I'm on the sugar diet where I'm trying to cut back on sugar. And I'm not quite sure what is a good thing to order when we go out to eat. Are you, Marie? But we've been adjusting it at home and cooking. And I found things that I enjoy eating that has no sugar or very little sugar. It's been working good for us.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I'm about to lose my voice this morning. We've been talking all morning long because, like I said, Marie made those muffins. So we've been busy for a while, haven't we, Marie?
We have.
Okay, this last week, we did 4 videos this last week. The first video we did was our Sunday chat. And on that video, Marie's devotion was on Keep On Fishing. And the title might be a little misleading, but it's talking about fishing for souls. And so you did real good on that devotion, Marie, and you did good today too. The second video we did was Marie's amazing chicken casserole. And that was actually a video that Marie had made 2.5 years ago before I ever got diagnosed with cancer. And that was a very good meal there. The third video we did this week, Marie made the chocolate chip cookie bars. And when she did taste tests on those, I knew I was in trouble. But I was good. I stayed good all week long, didn't taste them. But Marie, you tell us how you liked them.
I liked them. I thought they were really good. Some people said that they would have put the chocolate chips in the batter. And I think if I made them again, I'd probably put some in the batter, but still put some on top also.
Yeah. And Kim and Addison come by, and they both love those chocolate chip cookie bars.
Did.
And needless to say, the last video we did, which came out Friday night, was the crock pot French onion meatloaf with melted Swiss cheese. And Marie, I actually found that video when I was online looking around, and I screenshot the recipe so that we could save it because I thought it looked like a good meal that we would like to prepare. And it just turned out fantastic. Now Marie, she wanted to make the whole meal. She wanted to make it with 2 pounds of ground beef. So it made quite a bit, and we'll probably end up putting about half of it in the freezer, won't we?
Yeah.
But we do have enough. We're going to have it today for a leftover for lunch today also.
Yeah.
And like I said, I loved it. Marie made the, you call them cream potatoes or mashed potatoes, but she made the real potatoes. She didn't use the instant packages.
Right.
And then she made the real good green beans with her bacon in it. And it was good. I enjoyed that whole meal, Marie.
Yeah.
Very delicious.
I usually put just a pinch of sugar in my green beans, but I didn't this time. But
Yeah.
I did put sweet and low in it.
Yeah.
But
Well, we've been using sweet and low. Not too much,
No.
but we are trying to get adjusted to using this monk fruit.
Yeah.
We're going to try it. There's another one we're going to try. I think it's called Swerve.
yeah,
I think it's called Swerve. But we're going to try a couple of different alternates of artificial sweeteners and see what works best for us.
right.
Okay, Marie, that pretty much covers everything we've done this last week. We're sitting here with these muffins in front of us, and they sure do look good. And the bad part is, I know I can eat these, but I've already had one, so I won't eat any more today. Do you have anything else to add to our chat today, Marie?
I just would like to say that we're still praying for everyone in the prayer book, and we also like for y'all to keep us in y'all's prayers this week as Kevin goes and does all this tests that he's got to take, and it can be stressful when you're having to do tests.
It can be nerve-wracking.
Right, so we just appreciate y'all's prayers this week especially, and we just like to thank all of our subscribers who watch us and watch our channel, and if you've never subscribed, we would really appreciate you joining our community where we all pray for each other. And so I guess if Kevin doesn't have anything else to say, I'll close out.
Well, I got one more thing.
Okay.
I forgot to mention, but I did go Wednesday morning and did my blood work, and that was the blood work in preparation for seeing the oncology this coming week. And I went online and checked my test results, and to me they looked good, so I think all that's going to be good.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, this coming week I've got those 2 tests, but then the next week I've got to go see 3 different doctors. I've got to go see my heart doctor. Well, I can't remember which 3 it is. I know I've got 3 doctor's appointments. One of them's my skin doctor and my heart doctor,
Dr. Brock.
and I've got to go see Dr. Brock.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got 3 different, he's my surgeon. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. It's hard to remember all these. I had to get my calendar out and check my dates. But anyway, so y'all just keep me in your prayers, and we certainly do appreciate it. And like Marie said, we're praying for each and every one on the prayer book.
Yeah.
And we appreciate y'all praying for the people on our prayer book too.
Yes.
So y'all have a great week. We didn't mention it, Marie, but Monday is Labor Day. And we're not doing anything super special for Labor Day, but Cynthia did invite us to come over to her house to eat. So we will be going over there to eat for Labor Day. She said they'd definitely be having hamburgers and hot dogs.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to that. But y'all have a great Labor Day weekend. We love each and every one of you. We appreciate you watching our videos, and we will see you on our next video.
And so y'all do what you love and love what you do. And like Kevin said, we'll see you on the next video. Bye.